Alright, today we're going to go over the underarm serve for volleyball, and then later we're going to go over the pump, aka forearm pass in volleyball. Now, we're going to start with underarm serve. Now I'm going to add a little bit to these. These are great skill cards, but I feel like they're missing a few things. Yes, you hold the ball still in your hand, like hitting off a golf tee, which means the ball is stationary. Okay, you don't move your hand holding the ball should stay there. And you don't have your feet lined up with your shoulders. You have one foot stepping forward with the opposite leg. If you're right-handed, your left leg is forward. If you're left-handed, your right leg is forward. So you have to hit the ball low, okay? So if you hit it high, then the ball is going to go up into the air, almost straight up, as opposed to forward, where you want to get it over the net. And then you want to make sure you swing your arm through with a straight arm. Okay. You want to follow through as well. You don't want to hit the ball and bring your arm right back. You want to follow through all the way. Okay. You want to make sure you're looking at the ball. All right. And one thing I feel like this is missing is that you need to follow through with your foot as well, right? So once you hit in contact right here, you want to step into it. Once your arm path reaches your waist, this leg should follow as you follow through. That adds the hip into it, and that rotational force adds to the power, and will most likely help you bring it a lot closer to getting over the net if you are not able to do so yet. Okay. This says imagine you have a paintbrush in between your fingers and paint a straight line. I like to also describe it as your arm is a pendulum, and it just swings in two directions. Okay, forward and back. All right, and you want to make a fist to strike the ball with. Okay. And now here it says with the heel of your palm, which is right here, okay? But it is best and more consistent if you contact the heel of your palm and the top of the knuckles here. Not any of the pointed ends, okay? The whole surface area there. The larger the surface area, the better the contact, more consistency, okay? And that'll be all for the underarm serve. We're going to move forward with the forearm pass, also known as a bump. Okay, now here are the hand positions. Now to start off with, you want one hand over the other. Now, one thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't tell you that it's pure preference. It doesn't matter which hand is over the other. It makes no difference. All that matters is that the forearms here are at a matching level. Okay, that one is not higher than the other. Now, when you reach this point, I like to describe it as you put basically the first position. You create a bowl with your hand. You toss it like this, and it's a bowl. And then your thumbs are the spoons. You put both spoons in the bowl, but the spoons don't overlap, sit on top of each other. They lay perfectly next to each other, just like the picture here. Okay? And we move over to the entire frame over here. Now, if you notice, it's not a perfectly straight hand. The fingers are all pointing towards the ground. Now, the reason for that is that it causes the shoulders to rise up closer to your head, and it feels uncomfortable at first, but doing that ensures that this area here, that this skill card shows in red, it brings your forearms closer together. So if they are touching, then perfect. But if not, that's okay, as long as they're as close as you can get them, and as long as it's a flat, level surface. Okay? Now, you need to also, because of course with the forearm pass, it's not just pure arms, okay? You can't just stand there and expect a good hit. You have to extend at the knees and hips on contact to help lift the ball. Now, you don't just let the ball hit you, right? You need to be able to bend your knees, and you need to lift into the ball. It's not pure arms. You move your arms a tiny bit while your legs do most of the uplift. Okay, most of your legs go down and then up upon contact, and your arms receive the ball, and your arms give it the direction it needs, the direction you want to give it. Okay, it says arms at shoulder height. Now in the photo here, it is slightly bent towards the ground. This is the preferred position, because if you're trying to receive a ball and you want it to go forward or pass to a teammate, then you need to have this position, because if it is perfectly parallel to the ground, the ball will go straight up if it's coming straight down. If the ball is coming from a trajectory like this and it hits a flat surface, it will follow that trajectory and bounce behind you. Okay, so you want to basically aim almost in the opposite position of the ball. Okay, make sure your hips are flexed and leaning forwards, aligning the shoulders over your knees. Okay, now here's where another part of it I don't quite like. Yes, your feet are shoulder width apart, but for the most part, you should have it further than your shoulders. You need a wider base to get a much more consistent hit. And I think that's pretty much everything. You do all. This is how to do a forearm pass, aka pump, and do an underarm serve.